Hey everybody, and hello over Hangover Gang. We are the Not So Newlyweds. I am Daniel.
And I am Jocelyn, and I am pissing to beat him.
I've been giving her just a little bit of grief, but obviously she likes it.
Let's see, I marked him.
Yeah, that's tough. So tonight we're back with some more Tom.
Yes. Tonight we are doing Tom Macdonald, No Response. And I have heard this song. This will be a first time reaction for him.
Right, and y'all have asked us to do it, and Tom's another one of those guys I've become a big fan of here recently, and I've been kind of backtracking, through some of his stuff, and I'm not exactly sure how I've not already, I've gone back further than this, so I'm not sure how I skipped over this one, but this is No Response, and it will be a first time for me, so.
We're going to check it out, because this one is awesome.
All right.
I'm the rapper that these other rappers jealous of. I made more off CDs than rappers who are selling drugs. True story. Every single aspect independent. I got texts from presidents and major labels I ain't read yet. Told my manager I'd knock him out and he was like the homie. Then I fired him. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, dog. Au revoir. I don't need nobody's help. It's me and Nova by ourselves. Come here, babe. This is the entire team, nobody else. I conceptualize, produce, and write like every...
And that's what's awesome about them, is it's just them doing all of this.
That is, it's impressive. Is what it is. There's a lot of 24-hour work days probably going into this.
Yeah.
And hey, but the outcome, I've yet to be disappointed. Her work with the video is awesome. I'm already liking his groove. I always, I talk a lot about grooves, and I tend to like Tom's as a general rule. This is not turning out to be any different. I'm liking it already.
Yeah. Like him calling her into the video like that. It's cute.
Like the homie, then I fired him. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, dog. Au revoir. I don't need nobody's help. It's me and Nova by ourselves. Come here, babe. This is the entire team, nobody else. I conceptualize, produce, and write like every record. Me and Nova work the hooks, then they're mixed and mastered by Evan. This is home.
Yeah, Evan. Gotta shout out Evan. He does all the mixing and mastering of Tom's music, and he's good at it.
Obviously. I've done sound engineer work as well, man, and his mixes are always tight.
If y'all haven't checked him out, Evan Morgan, he's got a Facebook. He's got a Facebook page, but he has a YouTube page too, and he has a couple of videos showing him working on some of Tom's songs.
Yeah, I watched one of those, and he's one of those dudes that actually, nerdy is the wrong word. Brilliant. I mean, in a way that I don't even get, and I at times in my life I've been pretty damn good at what I do, and this guy's on another level, man. It's a science for him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially doing Tom's music, because Tom has a lot of layers to everything he does in his stuff.
Yes.
I don't need nobody's help. It's me and Nova by ourselves. Come here, babe. This is the entire team, nobody else. I conceptualize, produce, and write like every record. Me and Nova work the hooks, then they're mixed and mastered by Evan. This is homegrown. Shout out all the rappers who have thrown stones. I'ma die rich while your casket full of broke bones. I ain't gonna respond to all your disses. Look, I get it. Your videos get no views. You say my name and people click it, but I'm different. You need clout and you're desperate to make a living, but my bank account already full. I counted 7 digits like y'all attack me with disses, attract all the critics. I'll laugh at predictions, surpass all the limits. The whacker the rapper, the more he's angered by the fact that I'm winning. I'm stacking the millions. It's tragic to witness, like cancer in children. Hey, no playlist, no pay clicks, no fake. Rappers call me gay cause my braids pink. Yo, man, go crazy, so wasted.
Anybody calls him gay because his braids are pink is stupid. Of course, he's referring to the video for Everybody Hates Me. And I think weren't his braids pink and buttholes too? Weren't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
but that particular string of words didn't come out right. But you are correct. His braids were pink and the video buttholes.
How did I say it? What did I say?
Just about his pink braids and buttholes. Again, it happens to me a lot. I get lost in Tom's flow, and I forget that I'm supposed to be saying something to you about it. So yeah, I'm enjoying this one, and as per usual, Tom's not pulling any punches. It's not in his bag.
Of course, he's talking about all the rappers that, like he said, sneak diss and everything. It's ridiculous. People just trying to get views on their crap by talking about Tom.
Yeah, man. I wonder who else does that.
See, us reactors are different. We're not making music about it. Anyway.
Millions is tragic to witness like cancer in children. Hey, no playlist, no pay clicks, no fake. Rappers call me gay cause my braids pink. Yo, main go crazy, so wasted. Front row at my show, I'm her favorite. I'm famous, they basically hate that I made it. Get paid more in a day than they claim on their paycheck. I'm patient, but say my name again, I ain't playing. I'll buy the place that you stay in, then raise the rent till the space in your parents' basement is vacant. They call me privileged.
I think that part's hilarious. Buy the place that you stay in and raise the rent. That's hilarious to me.
That is yeah, that is. Well, he's let's be real about this. Tom is already living rent free in a lot of people's heads.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That's part of what's made Tom as big as he is, man. And he's living in these people's heads, and the more they run their mouth, you think they'd learn to stop.
You're just making him bigger with every remark.
Right, and not only do you make him bigger, you make him right. And so far, some of his best work to me has come in response to some of this crap. So you think they would learn.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear it. You've heard it on our channel probably across 10 videos already. Don't start nothing.
It won't be nothing. Yep.
They basically hate that I made it. Get paid more in a day than they claim on their paycheck. I'm patient, but say my name again, I ain't playing. I'll buy the place that you stay in, then raise the rent till the space in your parents' basement is vacant. They call me privileged, y'all can't admit that I'm gifted. I did it without a label's assistance. I made the business decisions. I overcame the addictions. Lived in the streets, got evicted, kicked it with killers and strippers. But still my vision was different. I bought a mic, started spitting, produced the beats and I mixed it. I turned my hand into a fist and flipped the bird to the system. I prayed I'd finish my mission and keep my image consistent. I fixed the parts that were missing and switched the gas and the pistons. It's mathematics and physics. I had to travel the distance. I had to add some ambition and then subtract my suspicions. I wanted castles and riches, headed for caskets or prisons. I battled glasses of liquor and cabinets packed with prescriptions.
That says a lot to me, man.
Yep.
And he mentions again his independence from record labels and everything. Let me tell you something, man. I chased that dream for a long time and played with some good guys. And it's not just the band I was with and that I'm biased. I saw some remarkably talented musicians, some remarkably talented human beings all the way around get nowhere because of this very system he's criticizing. Oh my gosh, man. There are guys, I'm sure, probably like me now, just about too old to do it, that had they had this...
Yeah. YouTube changed the game.
Right. If they'd had this, back then... oh gosh, man. Like I said, I've seen some bands. I'm gonna toot our own horn. A couple of the ones I was with were pretty slamming, but I saw some excellent people that should have been absolute megastars, but are not. The fact that Tom has accomplished everything he's accomplished and has gotten to the level of success that he's gotten by himself, man, you can't argue with that. You cannot argue with that.
No.
It doesn't matter if you like his music or what he's got to say or not. You simply cannot argue with that. You can't. You just can't do it.
Not at all.
I had to travel the distance. I had to add some ambition and then subtract my suspicions. I wanted castles and riches, headed for caskets or prisons. I battled glasses of liquor and cabinets packed with prescriptions. And still these rappers wanna sneak this all over my Facebook, always trying to tweet. I ain't gonna keep this a secret. My marketing genius, the algorithm triggered by exploiting your weakness. And y'all can call me clickbait and gimmicks, I call me rich. A million monthly listens on Spotify. I'm about to drop a couple $1 million on a crib, $250,000 on a whip. I just set my
That one got him.
Oh my God. And you know, and he's mentioned it in other songs, man. A lot of his success has been because of the people that hate on him. The more people, you know, he's in their freaking heads, and the more they talk about him, people that haven't heard of him are like, well, who's this Tom Macdonald guy? And the thing is, Tom's one of those guys, the majority of the people that decide to check him out stick around. Mm-hmm. And that was, dude, that was the best fuck you I've heard from him yet. Y'all call me on this, I call me rich. Y'all have made, you know, y'all have helped make this man a rich dude.
Yep.
And guess what? He could care less what you think of him. He's still going to live rent free in your head. And he's living the good life, man.
Yep.
Finally.
Talk about a self-made millionaire. There you go.
Right. While you're sitting there obsessing about him and everything, and he's not worried about you. He's not worried about you.
Nope.
Not even a little bit. Oh, that was beautiful.
your weakness. And y'all can call me clickbait and gimmicks, I call me rich. 1 million monthly listens on Spotify. I'm about to drop a couple $1 million on a crib, $250,000 on a whip. I just sent my mom a grip. And first of all, I heard it all. I could write a perfect song. I Googled the net worth of rappers hating and I don't respond. Middle finger from a private jet. I don't give a single flight. Every single person I have met in person on Twitter, they're tough.
Yo, if rappers want to beef, I got the roast pan. Put them in the dirt like a UFO crash. Double time rappers mad I murder it with slow raps. All they do is go fast. Turn them to some ghosts with the most facts. Slow clap, pulling triggers quickly with no blowback. Cracking under pressure like a cold glass. No fans, jealous that I rose fast. Y'all are on the road back. Look at your career, it's a joke, man. Promise that I won't laugh. Say you got the
He is not lying. First off, musically speaking, again, man, his flow, he's dragging me under, and it's making me hard to remember that I'm supposed to be talking. Look, there's a comment again about the other rappers just want to be fast.
Mm-hmm.
Been around a long time, and so many young guitar players think the same thing.
Yeah.
It's about being fast.
It's not.
That's impressive. And can be impressive. But if it's not musical, it's not going to help your game, bro. I know some of the fastest guitar players you've ever seen that just annoy the shit out of me.
It's
Yet
just annoying.
I know guys that can take one note for a 5-minute solo and wear your ass out. Now, there are those rare few that can mix the speed and that musicality. But it is the rare few. But the point is, even those that can play that fast musically know sometimes you don't need 1 million notes when one will do. It's the same with these rappers, man. Sometimes you don't need 1 million words when a 5-word sentence will do.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking what he's saying. There's no mistaking the power behind what he's saying or the feel behind what he's saying. It doesn't have to be fast. I've heard Tom go fast. Mm-hmm. That's impressive too. He's got that chop.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best I've ever seen, but he's got that chop. And but the funny thing is I don't need that from him. I don't need that from him. Mm-hmm. You know, if you can get me doing this, mm-hmm. you've got me. And
he's got the groove and he's got the lyrics.
He's never ceased to not make me bounce my head.
And him during this part with the clapping, it's just, he's
right,
toying with you. He's just showing you he's just so much better doing what he does.
And the fact of the matter is, one of my gripes maybe about rap music and hip hop genre in total is their use of samples and, you know, fake sounds and music and stuff like that. I'm not hating on it. I'm a musician, so I always prefer live musicians. But there's a feel. There's a feel that Tom captures, man. It's you know, I cannot wait. I can't wait to see Tom live. I can't.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see Tom live.
Right.
I've got to go see one of his shows.
I hope they come anywhere close to us when he starts touring again so we can go.
Man, yeah, he just, like I said, man, he never ceases to make me bounce my head. His feel, there's a life and a personality in his sound that, you know, like we said, even with the fast rappers, doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. I think if Tom wrote a song that only had 4 words in it, he'd probably hook me.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always about the technical ability, it's about being a musician, and Tom is a musician.
Yes.
Quickly with no blowback, cracking under pressure like a cold glass. No fans, jealous that I rose fast. Y'all are on the road back. Look at your career, it's a joke, man. Promise that I won't laugh. Say you got the smoke, can't afford gas. Oh man, so sad. You record your album in a closet full of clothes with a notepad, strong on the outside.
He's just playing patty cake with you. That's so funny. That part has always cracked me up.
Now, we said before she had seen this, I had not.
Yeah.
She's apparently been waiting. She's apparently been waiting to talk to y'all about this song.
That part is just so funny to me.
It was
him
funny.
toying with you so much. He's just playing patty cake with you. That's so funny to me.
Yes, I
Career,
am
it's
playing
a
a
joke,
game.
man. Promise that I won't laugh. Say you got the smoke, can't afford gas. Oh man, so sad. You record your album in a closet full of clothes with a notepad, strong on the outside, muscles with no bone mass. Let's look at me for a second, man. I was deep in depression, making me weak and pathetic. I thought I needed their blessings. It leaves an impression. I feel the infection. Repeating the lessons will only lead to me, and that's a lethal injection. And I was chasing a dragon with no medieval invention. I go to sleep and dream my life would be for me if I catch it. I let my demons possess me till I woke up.
Let's be clear. That was another stab at
Mac Lethal. Lethal injection.
and you want to talk about the elephant in the room? Tom is forever going to be in that dude's head. I don't give a shit what he says. That dude's never going to have a single day of his life that Tom's not going to cross his mind. Living rent free. Living rent free.
Yep.
I hate to say it, Mac, but
Yeah.
Repeating the lessons will only lead to me, and that's a lethal injection. And I was chasing a dragon with no medieval invention. I go to sleep and dream my life would be for me if I catch it. I let my demons possess me till I woke up in the wreckage and realized that I destroyed a whole cathedral of blessings. It's like my feet were magnetic, the street was steel, we connected. I couldn't seem to reach the sky no matter how far I'm stretching. And I was beaten to death and screaming for help for a second. Now I
almost forgot for a minute. Nova, good job.
Great video as always.
He's about to make me have a fucking seizure. Yeah, good work.
Always.
realized that I destroyed a whole cathedral of blessings. It's like my feet were magnetic, the street was steel, we connected. I couldn't seem to reach the sky no matter how far I'm stretching. And I was beaten to death and screaming for help for a second. Now I put everything I bleed into completing my records. I can't compete with my past, but I'm still seeking the relics. And I believe with every breath I breathe the sequel is better. No fear, surrender, I'm clear. The pressure, the tears I remember will never let me forget I was near to...
Man, I felt that on a personal level too, man. You can't compete with your past. Just, be better from now on, I reckon.
Past is the past. You gotta learn from it and move on.
Thank God this woman didn't know me 5 years before she knew me. Yeah, man. Man, that hit me on a personal, like, in here. I've tried for her and my kids to be a better dude every day and not be that guy. And I don't know if I came to the realization worded that way, the way he put it, but it's the same thing, man. You can't fight with that no more. You can't fight. You got to let that go. What you were yesterday and what you are today are two completely different things.
Exactly. Hard for people to realize that a lot of times.
My my records. I can't compete with my past, but I'm still seeking the relics. And I believe with every breath I breathe, the sequel is better. No fear, surrender, I'm clear of the pressure. The tears I remember will never let me forget I was near to the devil. I never claimed to be holy, but I got angels' protection. I got a barbed wire halo and devil horns I don't mention. Yeah, the Lord is my savior, but revenge is so tempting. I don't expect to see heaven. If that's the case, I respect it. Cause I tried to cage the beast, but it's woken up the broken lots. I'm crushing everything I see like empty cans of soda pop. You titties on your knees like a grandma who don't own a bra. Put a bullet in your head like words you only spoke to God. I'm rowing through an ocean all alone inside an open box, frozen from the blowing snow and soaking through my only socks. Y'all noticed me and chose the heat, so now the water's boiling hot.
I'm afraid people are going to take this as an insult. But with his hair down like that in a white t-shirt, am I the only one that thought Andrew WK for a second? Sorry, I don't mean that as an insult. Just saying. Kind of that look.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched enough to make that connection.
Oh, so. Andrew WK?
Yeah.
He's fun in that just get really drunk and party really hard and break a lot of shit mentality. Yeah. But that was like his signature look in all his videos, was the white t-shirt, black hair hanging down. I don't know. It just kind of had that vibe for a second to me. Not that
Put a bullet in your head like words you only spoke to God. I'm rowing through an ocean all alone inside an open box, frozen from the blowing snow and soaking through my only socks. Y'all noticed me and chose the heat, so now the water's boiling hot. You'd hope I croak, I'm dope and coke, don't crack it, turn to solid rock. Hey, I ain't talking to you losers like you know the cops. I'm rich and that ain't bad for a kid who couldn't hold a job. Budget brand rappers, all that Gucci fake, I own a lot. You can't afford the way I live, you trying to control the cost. Whoa, I'm in solo mode, your promo won't affect the drop. Artists that you promo don't have clout, the photo likes are bot. Try to put me in the dirt, I'll thrive like you were growing pot. You prototypes are hurt, y'all need work, let me open shop. Y'all don't understand me like a burner phone, it's coded top. You'll never see my POV like you don't know the GoPro off. Make sure that the drone is all in slow-mo, so when y'all get shot, the footage captures every single moment while your corpses rot. Shoot it all on broken arms, touch it up in Photoshop. Upload it to YouTube with a donate button for your mom. So alarmed, y'all can never reach me with those broken arms. Untouchable as alcoholics' wallets at an open bar. Unbreakable Da Vinci Code embedded in like most my songs. Gang is full of animals, you think my home is Noah's Ark. Past is full of broken hearts, opponents that have blown up.
And that was a shout out to the Hangover game, the Hogs.
Oops. I want his contacts. I would have loved to have had those back when I was playing on stage, yes. Man. I like those. Again, you know, it's hard for me to come up with something to say because I'm just stuck in his, you know, the way he structures and the way he words things. It's not, gosh, I don't even know how to say what I'm going to say, man. You won't ever be confused by what he's telling you.
Yep, he's very good with words.
Right, you're not going to be confused like, did he mean this or did he mean that? Nope, you know exactly what Tom's telling you.
Of course, sometimes with some stuff he says, he has double meanings, and it's hard for some people to catch that.
Yeah, he likes to do that also a lot, man. Right. There's a, you know, he hides those in there.
Yeah.
And, but even if you don't get those, you get what he's saying.
Oh yeah.
Arms, untouchable as alcoholics' wallets at an open bar. Unbreakable Da Vinci Code embedded in like most my songs. Gang is full of animals, you think my home is Noah's Ark. Past is full of broken hearts, opponents that have blown apart. My logo on the stove, I let it smolder till they know the mark. While y'all were finding Nemo, I composed a team of total sharks. Hid inside the reef and chiseled teeth till they were over sharp. Y'all fishy rappers went to sleep to dream of coral seas and stars. We silently and violently reminded y'all the ocean's dark. Lordy, I really feel sorry for your corny bars. Maybe you'll improve and this is setting up your story arc. I am more like Iron Man, you are more like Tony Stark. You're human, I'm a robo-suit equipped with guns and poison darts. Choking y'all to death like I am Homer home alone with Bart. I wish you would on every glowing star. Core is hard, high performance parts from a pro garage. All I see is smoke and sparks every time your motor starts. What more you got in store for me? Your death threats were ghost stories. And what's next gonna be painful? Gravestones.
Look, that last line, that was some bitch drawing that line in the sand and daring you.
And of course, that was also him kind of plugging his albums too.
Oh.
Death Threats, Ghost Stories,
Right,
Ghost
right,
Tales. But also, listen here, motherfucker.
Right. And you know, you got to know that that's exactly what he wants, because it gives him ammunition. And again, we've talked about this before, man. Tom's haters are part of what's made him a success. And so, yeah, he wants you to keep talking. He wants you to keep talking. And he's going to have something to say about that. Like we said earlier, you'd think eventually they'd learn just to take his name out their mouth.
Yeah.
You know, but Tom, you know, I've obviously become a fan of yours. We've done several of your videos now. Loving your music. Not sure how I missed falling upon this one yet, but it's standard operating procedure now. I dig it. I like it. And
to have this long of a song with absolutely no chorus at all in it and be that hard.
Right.
Awesome.
And, you know, I'm always a fan of some that when it's warranted. And that's a big bucket full of it.
Yeah.
And they asked for it. And quit fucking with the man.
I don't think they'll ever learn.
Which
will give us good music.
Right, which is great for us. We'll have more of this to talk about. So, yeah, y'all keep running y'all's mouth. Keep running that shit. Keep on, keep it on.
Give him more ammunition.
Right.
To kill you with.
Yeah, man. So, for me, yeah, this is another great one from Tom. Like I said, I don't know how I missed this one, but I like it. I'm sure we're going to have more coming because I'm working my way back through the catalog and, you know.
Yep, we've definitely got more coming. I think I've heard actually most of Tom's songs, but he has not, so we're still going to do some first-time reactions for him, even if I've heard it. So, if y'all have recommendations, leave them in the comments, even if we've heard it. We're going to do it anyway because we love Tom Macdonald's music.
Right. There's you know, since we've started doing this, so far there's really been a main few that we've been doing, and that's just because really that's what y'all have been asking for. And there's a lot of new stuff that we're going to bring to you and we want to do too, but when it comes to, there's certain ones, it's not a big list, but Tom is on that list. It's not going to hurt my feelings to do Tom anytime.
And we're also going to do more Nova. We've done several Nova. Check out our Hangover Gang playlist. We're going to do some GFBF too. I'll make you do some GFBF.
Ever since Gang Gang?
Yep.
This one's been ate up with the... Yep. Nova, you made her cry.
Yep.
Tom?
Since this one's my gang gang.
Not forgetting the sweater.
In case y'all are wondering what he's talking about, Nova Rockefeller did your best. That's the sweater. Okay. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you like us.
Hangover Gang, y'all have a good evening, man.
Catch y'all later.